Good morning, Talking Bowls Radio coming live from sunny Portugal, here at the sunny Amendeira Golf Club. As you can see, Crown Green bowlers are just starting to arrive for the practice session. Play begins at 10 o'clock this morning. There's Crown Green there and the flat green, as you can see just here. The flat green pairs tournament taking place on Thursday. And I'm sure, as you can see, what a lovely setting. Must be the best setting for a Crown Green Bowls venue, perhaps in the world. Behind me there is the magnificent clubhouse, where everybody gathers at lunchtime and early evening for drinks and talk about the day's play and what's been going on. So we'll be back for more action a little bit later on, but for now, from sunny Portugal, goodbye.
Joining me now is a very special guest who's come a long way to be here, the former President of the British Crown Green Ladies Bowls Association, Sue Pritchard. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you, Bill.
Now, just tell all the viewers where you've travelled from to be here today.
I've travelled from Belamadena, which is in the Costa del Sol, down to Portugal, which took about 5 hours.
Now, of course, Sue, you're obviously well known in Staffordshire and particularly bowling for Cod Select Service, and obviously a great worker for the sport and Staffordshire Association as well. What brought you to come over to Spain?
Basically, Michael. Michael just wanted to try and live abroad. He just wanted to be in the sun. I must say I've missed the bowls, particularly the social side of it. But I've settled well, and I get over to England on a regular basis to come and see everybody, quite regular. And of course your daughter Jackie, she plays for Shropshire, I think, Ladies County team, doesn't she? Jackie plays for Shropshire Ladies, yeah, Rockwoodine Wood and Shropshire Ladies County. And Stuart now plays over in Rockwoodine, and my grandchildren play for Rockwoodine Wood now, Monday nights and Saturday nights, so it's nice to see them enjoying the sport. Must be a big wrench for you, missing them playing, particularly the grandchildren starting off playing as well. I've missed the grandchildren. But then my son lives over here, David lives in Belamadena, and I've just had a new granddaughter who's just 12 months, so I've now got a granddaughter over here as well. Yeah. So. I notice you walking around the green taking a lot of time. Yeah, well I have her 3 days a week while they work, so my time is taken up with my new granddaughter now. You mentioned your son David, of course he was former professional footballer, wasn't he? He was a former professional footballer with Bristol Rovers for about 8 years, I think he played at Bristol Rovers. Came over here, he was into the property market. But again, that's like over in England, it's collapsed at the moment here. But he's ticking over nicely. Yeah. So. Well, you've been in Spain, have you been involved in any of the bowls there? No, not really. I've been and looked at, but in Costa del Sol it's only flat green. And I've been to one or two and had a look, but it's not the same. It's not a proper game, is it? Well, I went to watch a league match one day, and they turned up in all the whites. And I'd sat there for nearly an hour, and they must have played 3 or 4 ends, you know. Well, when we came here last year, because of the Crown Green and the flat green, and a lot of the Crown Green bowlers did play in flat green pairs, and that's something we found difficult because you're waiting for so long to send the bowl, aren't you? Yeah, and I played not long ago, and like when I played Crown Green and you send your 2 woods, you walk round to the end, and I was dragged back to be told, oh no, you can't go till the whole of the end's complete. Yeah, I got told off a few times last year when I had to go as well. Yeah, they didn't like you running up and stamping your bowls neither. That seemed to didn't go down very well. You just can't move, no. and you've got somebody standing the other end, haven't you? And then they're telling you what to do, and then you've got to wait for them to come. Oh no, it's not for you. No. So you spend most of your time sunbathing then, sir? Yeah. No, I don't do a lot of sunbathing, but there's things going on, and you know, there's loads of walks. We do walking, and there's a big park by us where they've got loads of wild animals running free now. Chickens, ducks, rabbits, everything. So, you know, there's things going on, but I don't think I could ever take up flat green. No. I'd join a club just to go and have a roll-up occasionally, but I don't think I'd ever take up that game. It's, no. What do you think of this setup here? This is fantastic. I said I'd love to have a go on this green. And I've just said we'll be back in October to see the other one.
Yeah,
because,
the big event. Yeah.
The big one. But this is first class, isn't it? I mean, and it's the only one, isn't it?
It is, only crown green in Europe. And of course you can actually enter, Sue. You can see there's a lot of lady playing today.
Yeah, Jackie said she would have, she said I haven't entered, but now I'm here, I would have liked a game.
In October again, all these ladies are here, they're all entering again in October, so
but,
you'll have to get your bowls out and have a go.
Looks a tricky green.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult. There's a hard crown as well. The bowls
well,
tend to go different places to the jack, but mine usually do anyway.
But it's, you can't fault it really, can you, Mel?
No, it's an immaculate setup. I mean, I said recently, I think it's probably the nicest place in the world to play crown green bowls, really, the setting itself.
Well, it is, with the sun on your back. It's fantastic. The facilities, and it's friendly. Everybody's friendly here, Mel, even the people in the bars and that, they're all lovely people. So.
Now, your husband Mick, of course, he was a good player as well, and he's disappeared today. But he was a chief sort of safety officer down at the Wolves as well, wasn't he?
Yes, he was deputy safety officer at the Molineux, and he's going back there for the last match of the season this year. And he's missed those. He's still on the internet, and over here you can actually go to a bar. We go to a bar, 3 or 4 different bars. You can watch the Wolves every week. They're on some channel somewhere.
Which is more than we can do in England, actually.
Yeah,
at this moment in time, yeah.
Every Premier Division match is on somewhere, and if he doesn't go out, he watches it on the internet. He can get it on the internet, so he still watches the Wolves.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice to be able to keep up with things, isn't it?
Well, yeah, he keeps in touch with a lot of people, obviously, but he's still cursing him.
Yeah. And I noticed as well, he goes on to Talking Bowls on the website, the Codswell man in Spain or something, he's log on into.
Oh yeah, he's always on there. He'll tell me different things is happening, and I think he goes on Mandy's site a lot, and catches up on what's going on, and yeah.
It's wonderful, the internet, and it just makes the world a smaller place, really, doesn't it?
Well, it does. The internet is fantastic for people like us to keep in touch with the bowls, to be honest. We keep in touch with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it was last year we filmed some events from the Waterloo, and I got a message from Paul Butcher in Australia saying it was fantastic to watch the Waterloo live in Australia, so it's something.
I haven't watched that yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, and so it's just something obviously we're trying to keep developing, really.
Yes, because you need to push it, don't you? I mean, it's nice that this is a big event with the Sky, as you say. Maybe we can get more if you can get, a lot more people interested. If it's, it's on something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What's the biggest thing you're missing, Sue, from England? Not the weather.
Not the weather. No, not the weather. It's the social side of the bowling and the watching of the bowling. As you know, I never missed your competition. I never missed the county matches, and I have missed that side of it.
And marking cards.
Marking cards, yeah. I haven't, funnily enough, missed the playing so much.
No.
It's the company and the watching of the game. And I do wish they would get some more crown green over here, to be honest.
Well, maybe this is a start, and things. Yeah. A few years ago you wouldn't have imagined the crown green being anywhere in Europe, would you? So?
No. I mean, I've been round 1 or 2 of the flat green, and there's an awful lot of crown green bowlers that would die to be able to play crown green bowling. They've had to settle for the flat green, but...
Well, when we came last year to this club, they'd just got 1 or 2 members, but now I gather that every week they're having tournaments on Mondays and Thursdays, and they're getting as many as 32 entries from expats and local people who've taken up the sport.
I'm not surprised, because I spoke to 1 or 2. A lot of people from up north that I've come across at the flat green, they're obviously a crown green bowlers, and they've played the flat green, but they would love a setup like this if it could ever be done. And I think they would get probably a bigger response in the Costas than they might get here. I'm
sure you're right. I'm sure eventually there will be one in Spain too.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope so.
You may be the founder member.
Yes, let's hope so. As I say, I would love it.